Okay folks, this should be the last demo for the day, but it looks like I fucked up my routine. I was meant to do my last demo with a magazine, but instead I'm doing it differently. For some reason I fucked up. I don't know why I didn't put the magazine last, but you know, occasionally it just shows that I'm only human, and I get frustrated with that though, folks, because I really am a creature of routine, and I really hate it when my routines get upended, because it throws out, I keep thinking, what if I fucked up, or such and such, you know. So really, it's really annoying when I have a mental lapse and I don't carry out my routines like I usually do. You just realise it at the last moment, and you go, hopefully I haven't made more than my 15 demos, because it sort of helps to have these things in order to help provide me with a bit of a click track, so to speak, just to keep me going. And this is it. This is a dress. It's got an ugly looking sequined and yeah, a fucking ugly cat thingy. We're interested in the dress, the actual skirt. Just piss off the cat. We're just going to use the skirt. So we're just going to put the skirt on the glass in an interesting fashion. Get it? Ugh, silly. Sorry. So we're just going to put the skirt on the glass. But I don't like cat pictures like that. I don't like fancy faces on clothing. I don't know why people buy this shit. It's a piece of shit. And that's a piece of shit coming out the way that it did. This is going to be maybe more difficult than I anticipated, folks. I don't want that. Maybe lighten it a bit. It's taking a bit of time, folks, as it usually does, as it often does. Yeah, looks a bit better, but it still looks shit house. It still looks, yeah, piece of crap. I do think negative mode may be shit with this. I do think we might need to be in positive mode, or maybe change things around a bit more. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to just try and scrunch it up further. Yeah, that looks really quite interesting. So I'm just going to try and decide what section to utilise. So maybe the whole section. Don't know how that's going to work, folks. I don't know how this shit's going to work. I'm going to try another one. I'm going to try and scrunch it up further. So I'm going to just maybe try and make use of a section like that. If I can just hold it in place and just leave it there now and try that. Yeah, that's better. That's more like what we pretty well want, or it's on track. We could perhaps maybe enlarge it on the horizontal, or maybe take a section out of that. Looks good, folks. I'm going to do a positive version just in case. So I'm going to do a positive version. So I'm going to switch that off. I'm going to, just in case, because I've got to remove it. Yeah, that looks really nice actually. I do like the positive version. It looks brilliant. I do think we're going to work with that. Farts. Did a fart, folks. Art is fart. Fart is art. I have that saying because I find the art world is really up itself, and really the world of art is really full of fart, full of natural gas, N-A-T-R-A-L instead of N-A-T-U-R-A-L. I call it natural gas. I saw a piece of graffiti that showed a bum and had air coming out of it, and it said natural gas. It was just a really crude looking picture. And ever since I saw that picture, that's how I say natural gas, is natural gas instead of natural. So have it sounding different, folks. But that looks really nice. I do think we can work with that. Natural gas, that's what I call it. And art is fart, fart is art. I just call it that. I don't know if any other artist has come up with that conclusion or that kind of silly saying about art. Art is fart, fart is art. I don't know if anyone's ever said that, or if I've made that up myself. Some things are very obvious, and people coin phrases or words that are already there, but they don't know it. Like the word toner head. I coined the term toner head to describe a photocopier nerd or geek, or a person obsessed with photocopiers, as a toner head, as in the ink, the powdered ink that goes in. And basically I use the term toner head, but then I find out later on that Steve Jobs, in an interview, used the term toner head to describe the people working at the Palo Alto Research Center in America. They were more interested in developing the photocopiers instead of the computers, and they were referred to as toner heads by Steve Jobs. And I think they were called toner heads within that area of Xerox, apparently. So Xerox would have coined the term back in the late 70s, I think, and then Steve Jobs just took it and used it in one of his interviews. So you could say that's probably one of the famous uses of the term, or slang term, or what do you want to call it, toner head. But I coined that term myself back in 1989. So that was really quite, some things are really obvious that they're going to get coined by more than one person or entity. That's a term I like to make. What I indeed am making, I'm hoping to make toner head a household term for people, so bring that into the public. Yeah, we need more toner heads in the industry to make a better photocopier system. and that's come up looking really quite nice. I like that diamond shape. I think we can now call this demo quits. I think we can. I'm trying to think whether if we should maybe do a switcheroo. Maybe we'll do a switcheroo, folks. I've got the itch to switch, you could say. Switcheroo. I think even the term switcheroo has been coined on many occasions. I think I've heard it elsewhere, not just here. But I like using the term to switch these, to describe what I'm doing here and switching the originally pieces of art together and making them into something different entirely. And that's come up even better. I'm glad I did it. I think that's better. I think we can now call this demo quits.